Good morning, children. Today, I am here with you for discussing the topic, how do living organisms reproduce? Already, you might have studied that. What is reproduction? What are the different modes of reproduction? What are the two types of reproduction? Or what is sexual reproduction? What is asexual reproduction? What are the differences between this sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction? Then you might have studied different modes of asexual reproduction in different organisms. And also you might have discussed or studied what are the different modes of sexual reproduction in organisms. And in 8th class you have studied the reproduction in human beings. So like this, many topics are included in this chapter. Okay, so we are going to discuss one by one. So we can discuss what is reproduction. What is reproduction? It is the process of production of new organisms. We know each and every organism can reproduce their young ones. Why do they reproduce their young ones? The main reason is that to maintain the existence of life on the earth. It means, suppose if there is no reproduction, then no organisms will be continued, or the organisms may not be able to produce their young ones. So the continuity of life will be stopped. No life forms will be on the earth. So this reproduction, it is the process by which the organisms reproduce their young ones so that they can maintain their life, or they can make sure the existence of life on the earth, and also they can produce their generations. So as an organism reproduces its young one, it produces its next generation. So after many years or many days, this newly produced organisms, they may produce their young ones. So like this, the generation by generation, the life will be existing on the earth. So what is reproduction? It is the process of, or process by which the organisms reproduce their own young ones. This reproduction, the process, takes place in every living organisms, like unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms, we have learned about them previously. Then they have only a single cell in which all kinds of metabolic activities takes place, all kind of life processes takes place. Means nutrition, excretion, reproduction, digestion, like this all the activities takes place in a single cell or in unicellular organisms. The same way, multicellular organisms also produce, or they also can perform many activities, but the thing is that they have a different particular or different organs or organ systems. Okay. Anyway, here reproduction, when we discuss, we can understand one thing, that all the living organisms, they produce their own young ones. Even unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, euglena, like that, many organisms are there. And multicellular organisms like animals, plants, then some other small organisms. So here, all the living organisms produce their young ones. Okay. Now we will discuss what are the two types of reproduction. There are two types of reproduction: sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. What is meant by sexual reproduction? It is the method of reproduction or mode of reproduction in which the gametes are produced. There is the involvement of two parents, male and female parents, and gametes are formed. Fertilization takes place. You have studied what is fertilization. Fertilization means it is the fusion of male and female gametes. As the result of fertilization, what is formed? Zygote is formed. Later, this zygote develops into new organism. That is what we have discussed in 8th class. So, in sexual reproduction, there is involvement of two parents, male and female parents. There is production of what? Male gametes and female gametes. There is fusion of male and female gametes takes place and zygote is formed. But in asexual reproduction, what is asexual reproduction? It is the mode of reproduction in which no zygote is formed. There are no male or female gametes are formed. There is no fertilization takes place. So there is only the involvement of only one parent, single parent. So let us discuss what are the differences between them. So if we consider the differences between sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction, we can see what are the differences. The first one, there is involvement of two individuals in sexual reproduction. To mean that male and female parents are involved in sexual reproduction, but in asexual reproduction, there is involvement of only single parent. Next one, in sexual reproduction, male gametes are produced and female gametes are produced, but in asexual reproduction, no gametes are produced by the parents. Third one, these male and female gametes get fused together. It is called fertilization. It means fertilization takes place in sexual reproduction, but there is no fertilization takes place in case of asexual reproduction. Next, in sexual reproduction or as the result of sexual reproduction, zygote is formed, but in asexual reproduction there is no zygote formed. These are the differences between sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Okay. So I told you involvement of two individuals, both the participation of both male and female parents record were in sexual reproduction, but there is in asexual reproduction only single parent. Mostly this kind of reproduction takes place in unicellular organisms or in plants. One example I say that asexual reproduction. Suppose we take the stem of a plant, suppose rose plant. We cut the stem and we fix in the soil. After a few days, the roots develop, then small buds are formed, new leaves are formed. Like this new stem or new offspring grows into a new plant. So there is no gametes produced. There is no fertilization. There is no zygote formed. So such a reproduction is known as what? Asexual reproduction. Clear? Okay. These are the differences between sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Okay. Now we are going to discuss on asexual reproduction. Discuss the modes of asexual reproduction in lower level of organisms like amoeba, paramecium, etc. So there are different modes of asexual reproduction: binary fission, multiple fission, fragmentation, regeneration, and budding. In this chapter we discuss on binary fission in amoeba. As you know, amoeba is a single cellular organism, and this single cellular organism gets divides, and from a single cell, two daughter cells are formed. That is why it is given as fission. Fission means division or breaking into two or many. So here the division takes place from a single amoeba, two daughter cells are formed. So from a single cell, two daughter cells are formed. That is why it is known as binary fission. So in binary fission in amoeba, we will see how it takes place. In binary fission, we can see that a single parent amoeba. Parent amoeba, it performs all the activities in its single cell. At the primary stage of reproduction, asexual reproduction or binary fission, what happens? The nucleus elongates. In the next stage, we can see nucleus elongates and moving towards getting separate and moving towards two ends, opposite sides or opposite end. Then we can see that in the next step we can see that the nucleus is going to be separated completely from the other one and completely moving away from the first one or towards the opposite sides. And in the last part we can see, last stage we can see completely divided, means the nucleus, along with the nucleus, the cytoplasm also is getting divided, and at last we can see then the nucleus along with the cytoplasm completely divided. As the result, two cells are formed or two daughter cells are formed. Once again, a single parent amoeba at the first stage or at the beginning, the nucleus starts to divide. Elongation of nucleus takes place. In the next stage we can see that the nucleus is elongated and they are going to move towards opposite sides. Next step we can see along with the nucleus, the cytoplasm also getting divided. As a result, complete division of nucleus takes place, complete division of cytoplasm takes place, then two cells are formed, two daughter amoeba are formed here. So from a single cell, two daughter cells are formed. So these different stages you should know. So you should, how does amoeba reproduce its young one, or explain binary fission in amoeba? Then you have to draw this diagram and you should explain in brief, or you can explain like this: a single parent amoeba. First, what is the first step? At the beginning, the nucleus gets divides, means elongation takes place. The nucleus moves towards opposite sides. Along with the nucleus, the cytoplasm divides and moving towards opposite side. Then at last the complete division of cytoplasm and nucleus takes place. As the result, two daughter cells are formed, two daughter amoeba are formed. Like this, from a single parent, two daughter cells are formed. This kind of mode of reproduction, asexual reproduction, is known as what? Binary fission. Example, the asexual reproduction in or binary fission in amoeba. Okay. Next one, the multiple fission. Multiple fission means, this kind of mode of reproduction we can find in amoeba. So, one amoeba, a single cell organism in which cytoplasm is present, then nucleus is present at the center. At the time of reproduction, what happens? At first, this nucleus gets divided. When the nucleus gets divided, then what happens? It is divided and the single nucleus divides into many, and this divided nucleus is known as what? Nuclei. N-U-C-L-E-I, nuclei. So nuclei are formed in a single cell. First it was a single nucleus. At the time of reproduction, what happens to this nucleus? Nucleus is divided. As the result, many nuclei are formed in single cell itself. It happens during unfavorable condition. Suppose if the atmosphere, if the outer environment is not favorable, then amoeba perform this kind of reproduction. In a single cell, nucleus first divides into many, and each one is known as nuclei. The next step, this nuclei is surrounded by some amount of cytoplasm. Each nuclei is surrounded by some amount of cytoplasm. It means that in single cell itself, it achieves or it gets surrounded by the cytoplasm, and many simple or many small cells are formed inside. And it is covered with so this a cyst is formed along with cytoplasm. Then when there is favorable condition, or when it comes favorable condition, what happens? All these nuclei along with the cyst or along with the cytoplasm, these nuclei comes released out into the water or into the external medium. So in the external medium, the new divided cells are released. These newly produced cells can be grown as new individual. It means that each cell develops into new organism or new amoeba. So from a single cell, many daughter cells are formed here. From a single amoeba, many daughter amoeba or daughter cells are formed. This kind of mode of reproduction or asexual reproduction is known as what? Multiple fission. Clear? Next mode of asexual reproduction is fragmentation. In this mode of reproduction, a cell or an organism is broken into many pieces, and each part can be grown into or can develop into a new organism. Example 1, Spirogyra. What is Spirogyra? Spirogyra is an algae found in water. Spirogyra. This Spirogyra, actually they are seen like the network of fibers, green colored network of fibers on water we can see, on water surface. This Spirogyra, suppose if we collect this Spirogyra from ponds or from stagnant water and simply we break them into pieces and simply we can throw them here and there, then later we can see that each cut piece can grow into each organism or new plant. Fragmentation means the process in which an organism is broken down into many pieces, and these broken pieces can be grown into new organisms. This mode of reproduction is known as fragmentation. Example, the reproduction takes place in Spirogyra. Clear? Okay. Next one, regeneration. Regeneration means, suppose an organism, if it loses its parts, the lost part can develop into a new organism. One example, planaria or in hydra, this kind of mode of reproduction takes place, planaria. We will see how in planaria the regeneration takes place. Okay. In planaria, what happens? Suppose this is structure of planaria. Suppose one planaria, if it loses its head region, then middle piece and the tail region, means a planaria is cut into three pieces, head region, then middle piece and tail region. Okay. Then what may happen? The head region is got separated from this lower part, and the middle piece lost its head region and tail region, and the tail region it lost its middle region and head region. Okay. So here what happens to this planaria? This head region can develop what? The lost lower part, or the region, the middle region and tail region can be developed by planaria. And the middle piece, it can develop its lost tail region and head region. The same way, the tail region, it can develop its lost middle region and head region. Understood? So like this planaria can regenerate its lost part. So regeneration is the process or mode of reproduction by which the organisms can regenerate or can create its lost part. So in planaria, I told you, if a planaria is cut into three pieces, like head is cut, then middle region is cut and tail region is cut into three pieces, then each piece or each part can achieve or can develop the lost part. This kind of mode of reproduction is known as what? Regeneration. Clear? This is also important. What is regeneration? How the regeneration takes place in planaria. Okay. Next one, budding. Budding is another mode of asexual reproduction seen in organisms like hydra or in yeast cell. First we will discuss budding in hydra. Budding in hydra. Suppose a hydra is an aquatic organism, and this hydra, its structure is almost like this, having tentacles. This part is known as tentacle, finger-like projections. They are called tentacles. This is the base part of hydra. Okay. So here what happens to at the time of, or when they perform this asexual mode of reproduction like budding, what happens? Some matured hydra. When this hydra gets matured, then what happens? In the next step we can see that at the base of this hydra a small bud is formed. At the base or at the bottom or at the base of this hydra, matured hydra, a small bud is formed. Then in the next stage we can see that this hydra, this bud is formed, this bud is growing and develops tentacles. Okay. Later at the last stage we can see when this bud is matured, then what happens? This bud gets separated from this parent hydra, and this bud or this separated small new hydra can grow as a new individual. This is what takes place in case of hydra or budding in hydra. Okay. So here a matured hydra, it has tentacles. At the base of this hydra, a small bud is formed. Next stage we can see this bud grows and develops tentacles. And last stage we can see that this bud is completely separated from the parent hydra, and this bud can grow as a new individual. This method or this mode of reproduction is known as what? Budding. It takes place in hydra. Now we will discuss the budding in yeast cell. Yeast, budding in yeast. Yeast, here we can see that a symbol yeast. From a single cell, it forms a small bud on the surface. Then many buds are formed like this. Small buds are formed like this. Small buds are formed on the surface of each, or they are connected as a chain. Then this newly produced cells, new cells, they are separated from this parent and they grow as a new cell. So from a single cell, many cells are formed like this. This is another example for budding, the mode of reproduction or asexual reproduction. Okay, so budding, two examples I said, budding in hydra and budding in yeast. Clear? Okay. So today we had discussed a few points with regard to reproduction. What is reproduction? What is sexual reproduction? What is asexual reproduction? Then we discussed what are the differences between sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Then after that we discussed different modes of asexual reproduction like binary fission, multiple fission, then fragmentation, regeneration and budding. Here in binary fission we discussed the binary fission in amoeba. From a single cell, two new daughter cells are formed. In multiple fission in amoeba, from a single cell, many, and not only in case of multiple fission, it takes place in the animal, in plasmodium. This kind of mode of reproduction means multiple fission. This kind of mode of reproduction takes place in plasmodium. You know plasmodium. Plasmodium, they are the organisms cause diseases like malaria or filaria. So here plasmodium perform this kind of or this method of reproduction or this mode of asexual reproduction, multiple fission. In multiple fission, what happens from a single cell? In a single cell, first the nucleus gets divided. Many nuclei are formed during unfavorable condition. This nuclei gets surrounded by some amount of cytoplasm. During favorable condition, the outer covering of the cell breaks and all these newly produced daughter cells are released out, and each daughter cell can grow as a new individual. Next we discuss fragmentation. Examples, Pyrogera. This kind of organisms, if they are cut into many pieces, each cut piece can grow as a new organism. Okay. Next we discussed regeneration. What about regeneration? Regeneration, the missed part, the lost part can be developed by the organism. Example, planaria. If a planaria cut into 3 pieces like head or a middle region or tail region, each region can develop the lost part. Such a method is known as regeneration. Then we discussed budding in hydra and budding in yeast. So what you should do is that in your notebook you should write note based on this. How? What is called reproduction. What is sexual reproduction? What is asexual reproduction? What are the differences between sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction? Then you should write what notes on the modes of reproduction. 1. Budding. 2. Multiplication. 3rd, fragmentation. 4th, regeneration. 5th, budding. Like this you should write. When you write about the binary fission, that different stages takes place in amoeba also should be drawn. Means the diagram should be shown there. You should do. Then in case of multiplication, that diagram should be drawn. Then fragmentation. Fragmentation diagram is not given. Regeneration in planaria diagram must be there. Then budding in hydra diagram must be there. So you should write notes and you should draw the diagrams. So complete your notes and send it to me today itself. Study well, and we will be meeting next time with a lot of points related with reproduction in organisms. So anyway, do your work and complete your notes and study well. So today we are going to wind up. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.